What's going on, Quotation Nation? QuotebyLee coming at you with another trailer preview for Pokemon Sun and Moon. If you guys are hyped for this episode and for this discussion, go ahead, leave a like down below, and if you have any thoughts, leave it in the comments. So, like most of you, you've probably already seen the new trailer that was released on, Thursday? And so we're just going to watch it real quick and then go to the Pokemon website and give our thoughts on a little bit of what's going down. So, we've got the Pikachu, a new regional variant. So we have Rattata, which is super cool. Look at that mustache. Getting the dark normal type with the ability Gluttony and Hustle. Not the best abilities, but, you know, what are you going to do? Maybe he'll have a good hidden ability. So now there's certain Pokemon that have specific Z moves. So Alolan Rattata has Stoked Soul Surfer or something like that. And it looks really, really cool. And then this bit of information is the coolest. So you get a special Munchlax upon pre-purchase, which we'll go over. It has a little bit more information on the Pokemon channel. And so after Munchlax evolves, have it hold Snorlium Z, which is the Z crystal, after 20 years of sleeping. Oh boy, Snorlax is ready to use its own Z move. Look at him, look at him. He's about to go Super Saiyan. Boom, look at those eyes. This boy, get up and go. I ain't never seen, that's Usain Bolt. That's what I'm naming my Snorlax from now on. If it's holding a Z crystal, his name is Usain Bolt. Hussein! Look at him. Just annihilated that Gumshoos. Just annihilated. Okay, so that's the trailer. It's super, super short, but we're going to hop over to the Pokemon website and get a little bit more information and some of our thoughts. So, don't miss out on Munchlax and Pokemon Sun and Moon. You can receive a Munchlax that will evolve into Pulverizing Snorlax with an early purchase of Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon. So those who purchase the game by Wednesday, January 11th, 2017 are eligible to receive an early purchase bonus via their internet connection. A Munchlax that evolves into Pulverizing Snorlax. So this is going to be the only way to get this Pokemon that has this Z move. So make sure you get the game before January 11th. That gives you almost 2 months to get this Pokemon. I'm going to be getting both games, so I'll have him on both of my copies. Hopefully we can get a really, really good Snorlax with good IVs and good nature and all that. But anyways, yeah, make sure you get the game. Use the the internet connection settings to receive a mystery gift, and you'll be able to get your Munchlax, which I'm assuming is going to be holding the Snorlium Z, which you'll be able to use once he evolves into the Pulverizing Snorlax. So, Munchlax is holding a special item called Snorlium Z. By evolving Munchlax into Snorlax and having it hold the Snorlium Z, Snorlax becomes able to use the special Z move, Pulverizing Pancake, which we just saw in trailer. It talks a little bit more about Z moves. I'm not going to read all of it. You can go ahead and check it out on the Pokemon channel. Just read a little bit, this first paragraph. It says, Z moves are major new Pokemon moves that are used in the Alola region. Trainers send a natural power called Z power to their Pokemon to power up their Pokemon moves. Because it requires all the combined power of the Pokemon and its trainer, a Z move can only be used once per battle. However, Z moves are considerably more powerful than any previously known Pokemon moves. So that makes me, because it says that it uses all of the Pokemon's power and the trainers, that makes me think, because there's a little bit of discourse between some people's theories, thinking that, can every Pokemon use a Z move once per battle, or can you only use one of all of your Pokemon once per battle? And I think that makes it semi-clear that you can only use one. So if you have 3 Z crystals, you're only going to be able to use one of them on your team. So you're going to have to be able to know which Pokemon you want to use in which situation, because it uses up your power as well as the Pokemon's power, which is why I really think that you're only going to be able to use one. So We're going to get down here about the Munchlax. So Munchlax will that you receive is going to have Hold Back, which is a move it normally can't use, which is pretty much False Swipe. It leaves the opponent's Pokemon with 1 HP, so it's pretty much the same as False Swipe. And then he's also going to have Happy Hour, which is another move it wouldn't normally learn. And during battle, you'll receive twice as much money. So this give him the Amulet Coin, and you're going to be able to make some fat stacks in Pokemon Y. Pokemon Y, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Derp. More about Munchlax. You guys can read this later. Munchlax is a little guy. He likes to eat. Snorlax is a fat guy. Likes to eat and sleep. Now we're going to talk about the Alolan Rattata. So in Pokemon Sun and Moon, you'll discover Rattata that are different from the Rattata you've met before. Unlike ordinary Rattata, urban areas are Alolan Rattata's main habitat. So like cities, sewers, streets, stuff like that. More urban. They're nocturnal and live in nests of several dozen. Alolan Raticate serve as their bosses. So we don't get to see Alolan Raticate, but it says right here that Alolan Raticate is a thing. I'm guessing you'll even be able to find Alolan Raticate in the wild, because it says that, they're the boss, in that area. So as countermeasure, okay, so this is something I want to talk about. So I'll link the video in the description, but way back when, I think it was a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, when they released Young Goose. On the Pokemon website, it says that Young Goose was brought into the area to fight off a certain type of Pokemon. And we predicted that it was going to be a new snake-type Pokemon because Mongoose's main diet actually consists of snakes. They are predators for snakes, but they also eat other animals and such. And so we were actually wrong about that. It says right here, as a countermeasure to the exploding Rattata population in the Alola region, Young Goose were imported and released. To better avoid Young Goose, Rattata changed their preferred environments and circadian rhythms. These adaptations to their new environment led to their changed form. Alolan Rattata have an excellent aptitude for sniffing out delicious fresh foods in Alola. They pay no attention to foods that aren't fresh. They're like, yo, I'm going to get me some of that fresh food. I ain't going in the dumpster and eating that trash. Anyways, so we were wrong about the Young Goose, but I think that's interesting that it says that they were imported from another region where Pokemon Gen 8 possibly is going to have Young Goose. Maybe that's going to be where their habitat is. Generation 8. I don't know. We don't know. But it's kind of cool that they say that they were imported to catch these guys. Even though Mongoose typically eat snakes, which I was kind of disappointed about when I read that. I was like, oh, I was wrong about my prediction. But we do get to see a little bit more lore between the Pokemon, which is really cool. So his form changed because he's like, I ain't being hunted by this Young Goose out in the wild here. I'm going to head to the city. I'm going to get all mean. I'm going to change to a dark type. So having the 4 times weakness to the fighting kind of sucks. He gains the fairy weakness. Kind of sucks. But, he's a ghost destroyer because he is dark normal, which is the first of its type, by the way. He has that ghost immunity. He's got super effective moves towards ghost. He's got a psychic immunity. So I don't think it's going to be too bad. I think Raticate is... I don't know what the base stats for Raticate are, but I think he's a little speedier, has decent attack. So maybe he'll be a good switch in against different maybe Alakazams, other psychic type Pokemon, and any ghost type Pokemon like Gengar. So... let me know what you guys think about this. That's pretty much all we got from the trailer. Snorlax Z, super cool. I'm super excited. Going to be getting both games so I can get this guy on both. Super excited. Don't forget, a lot of people forget about this stuff. You're going to get the game. You're going to just hop right in. You're going to start playing. Then you're going to forget. And sooner or later, it's going to be January 11th. And then you're not going to have your Snorlax that can learn the pulverizing pancake. But... anyways, if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave it with a like. Let me know what you think about it, your thoughts about Snorlax and the new Rattata down in the comments below. And as always, guys, if you're not hydrating, you're dehydrating. Quote by Lee.